Nothing different to JavaScript, very similar to JavaScript.
Let's check it out.
I don't remember factorial functions. Let's see if this works. 6-0. What is wrong? Nothing. Nothing is wrong. We're going to solve just two problems. Of two parentheses in here. I don't know why. That's all, bro. That's all. Finally, the best language to get into, probably the most versatile language. I would watch a video about C#. That's what. Let's get into it. But I don't trust that much Freckle Camp. Yeah, actually yes, but just because it's popular, maybe it could be a little generic. Or let's be okay. Bad blah. Shut the fuck. Java. Seriously, the syntax of Java sucks, but a lot. The types is very similar of TypeScript, no, and it's understandable actually the code. So we have over here class, the name of the variable, the instance, and all the data. Okay, we have the list that will take anything that belongs to this class. I am just assuming, by the way. Okay, so if you know C#, basically you want to hit me because I'm just speaking idiocies. Okay. So sorry, I am learning still. So we have new list in the Norwegian skin people with apex. It's kind of understandable still. Over here. So we are finding skinny people in this list, and we have for H, and this is similar to Python also, but the code sucks a little bit. Okay, let's take notes. Python program. I want to make a Pokemon game with this rather than console log write line. Why the heck are they making it that complicated? Why the heck Microsoft? I mean, why first the output and then the name of the function? Seriously, on TypeScript it was better, and TypeScript is yours. I mean, first the name of the function and then what it returns. Nothing different to JavaScript. Very similar to JavaScript, and this thing works equally to import of Python. I think I am just watching a video. I should start practicing. This is the identity syndrome. So what is inside actually of these brackets is the length of the array. If not, this could be very flexible. Same thing than JavaScript. And this is, rather than length, this is count. This new array just changing keywords. I don't think that there is this on JavaScript, but on TypeScript and Python also. Yeah, it will work. Very similar. Very similar. God, is stunner. Why subtitles in Japanese? Okay, the idea is now how to install it in Linux or Ubuntu, the same thing like Ubuntu. Yeah, I will watch this tutorial, but I want to start practicing after. Oh, a girl. Oh, a girl. Every programmer. Why background? Beautiful. The framework is a framework. I'm beginning to question myself about the difference between assembly and native code. If you know it, answer in the comments. Yeah, but this is not 0s and 1, this is a hexadecimal actually. Because the bytecode actually can be turned into machine code or native code. The machine code is different from native code. Today I gained React. Oh my god, how epic. By the way, this is the plan. I would like to make a 2D game, but for now I will just take a generic course, but I will do this seriously. I think this is right, because the bro code is too short really. This is twice, no? Let's get into this. But first, I will react to some video. I want to clarify it would be better suitable to choose Unity on Unreal Engine or Godot. Okay, so let's go into this. But yep, we're going to stick out to this course. Get into these 3 videos. These are very short, except for this one. Doesn't matter. Pokemon Solve and see. but one gold and silver. Okay, Unity, so it's more versatile. But consider also the God can support and actually support C# scripting. So you can just return the God of script on C#. Bro, I love that game. Okay, this is Godot. I like it.
Yeah, we can use C#, by the way.
And it seems that it's something new. Well, something recent, okay, from November of 2024. And this is just between Unity and Unreal. Unreal for ultra performance. But I saw that Godot has AAA graphics and Solna was made on C# of a Unity. And that's a fantastic game. But about the costing, maybe it's still, I don't know, annoying, okay, to realize that, for example, if you are making a certain amount of money, you must pay Unity. Which for me, it's not that bad. But anyways, it's like, okay, the project, I did it. I did it myself. Even if I was using an engine lightweight, and if Unity is lightweight, Gold would be even more. A pain. Let's calculate 1 million over 0.05, which is 5,000 over here, as you can see. Box. Okay, Unity uses Unity now. Unreal Engine uses Visual Scripting, no coding. For now, I am between Unity and Godot. These are sprites, no? And assets. Okay, Godot is better because it's open source. Probably love the open source. The Jade Emperor. What I expect Godot in the future will be that event. Or at least we're competing more with the Unity and Unreal Engine.
Which is Unreal Discord.
Wow. These are big games. Ori, Cuphead, Fall Guys, Among Us, Genshin, and Rust. The trend of Rust just decreased very fast as it grew. Okay, but this cost is not that much considering, for example, more than 2000k. No, more than 200k per year. It's very minutious, this amount. And over here, well, it's comparable with the Unreal price. Yeah, engagement uses engage as the finish. Bro, I am having faith on Godot because it's open source. Sonic Colors. Good one side. I don't know about rotate. Sonic Colors is a very awesome game. I don't know. Okay, Undertale. Everyone knows Undertale. This video will not be reacting, okay? I seriously will practice. We are practicing for problem solving because today is my first day of college. This semester plus the audio vacation I had between all semesters, which is 1 month, we're going to finish this area. Oh my god. Shut the f***, bro. Let's go into numerical data types. Your introduction sucks. Wow. Extremely counterintuitive. Why the heck this type exists? Seriously, control wide line, big number. Well, the difference between double and float, I didn't get it. Okay, it seems like double is the decimal version of long, rather and float is the decimal version of int. I'm just assuming, do not take it as a true thing too. Okay, we have over here what I was practicing, and let's set cost. Float, no, decimal, and let's say, I don't know, 100 point, exactly. I don't know why should I have to write the letter at the end, but I guess that double also allows negatives. My turn. Breaking rule. Okay, but integer also allows negatives. Incredible, eh? Here, there is a difference between string and characters, or char, yeah? Between double quotes and single quotes. Here you have the example of a console write versus console write. Write is just on the writing on the console, but writing is also separating. Okay, separating between lines between the console. And we're turning it into a number. Okay, so in the concept there is no difference, visual difference, but between Rebecca types and usability of the omnivore. The difference is there. Okay, I get it. Most important was this to Singapore. Let's go. I don't guess that. C# could accept this. Over here, that's good. So what we're going to do is same thing over here. 20 that's out to 22 over here. Repeat formula, convert. The problem I think is that I cannot see the options. I'm starting experiencing a bit of disadvantages. A bit using Visual Studio and no Visual Studio. Let's check the console and let's run this. I don't remember how to run it. Sorry, I don't remember how to do that. But literally these videos of 5 minutes where the only thing that I was is then a command. And that's all. Literally, exactly right. By the way, I think that GPT and DeepSeek, they are too slow. I don't like it's new. Okay, I don't remind myself this would be this one, but let's go. They hacked me. They hack me. They have problems not using the variable. I don't want to use it, and that's all. Probably this will be because of terms of spaces. I can feel the problem and capitalized. The heck, bro. Let's go. No, literally the video too long that I cannot just go into the timeline. I have to move it. Let's go. By now, I have it done. Epic. Because to int64, this was for this extreme big number. I don't remember the name. Okay, sorry. It's long. When this is for floats or for anything that has decimals, not considering. Not yet. We can also consider the money. Okay, so we can turn characters into numbers. What the? Whoa. Love. Literally love this version. Let's go. Okay, today literally I want to focus on C#. Okay, problem solving, just resolving problems. Therefore, because let's continue with this one, and that's all. Okay, how many chapters? We have a lot actually. For each 1 hour, I will solve 10 problems. That's all. Okay, the plan is the next, and you will see it will work. We'll group 20 problems and we'll just solve them one by one. If we couldn't get the right answer, we noted to do it again. And once the first 20 were overruled, we get back to the to do it again list to try the problems out. We'll record a video explaining the problem. If we get it, run it twice, so the learning is ensured.
Today we start with alien host aliens.
Let's go now and love to solve fire. Okay. C# on this course and we continue. Okay, the syntax is not that different. I guess it's the exact thing of yours too. I never use while loops. Okay, this is not that complicated. The only thing is that for loop is more understandable, probably, or practical. First, you must declare actual outside of the while loop. If the answer is not equal to the actual answer, we want to set close, but it goes wrong, and when this code, okay, this chunk of code finishes, the well done will be empty.
But outside of this one,
we set the number. If everything goes well, it just updates. My number could be parsed, and then we set the loop to false, and we stop the while loop. Yet, if this doesn't happen, we print this message, we can reset a new line, and we start overclocking. Let's go into C#. I don't remember where I was, so let's go from number to this exercise. I don't have that much time also today. What the heck, bro? 0, 1, and then 1 offset. Okay, the value is that result. Essentially, what this means is just the number of zeros we place is the amount of decimals that we will see or will output on the terminal console, whatever you want to call it. 3D running up to 3.23 because over here just set 2 decimal places. The keyword or keywords is this or command, however you want to call it, still is we do the same thing over but with the different data types. Create a specific code though, just because we are using doubles. Seriously, okay, an honest opinion on this is what the heck. I mean, why to mix all these sources? We can just write it and that's all repair. I mean, maybe it's a deeper selection about and deeper data than just hard coding everything. We start experiencing lag. So I want to do something like this, and then console real line, input like this console real line. Yeah, actually there should be a number or every real line is a string input. For now, we'll let it so and we'll set it. Okay, the semicolon is very important. It's not that. Converting to retail plus value feature hack. Shut up. Okay, let's go over here.
The command saved.
That's lower than the Super Mario 64. Okay, this is what happens here. Okay, again, we'll do it and I will save you. But then, let's see if it's updated properly. I mean, okay, it happened. Now, let's continue. Okay, but as you can see, actually, this is easier to execute in comparison to try and catch. But just for this case, probably. The only thing over here is why success false. I mean, this is my only question. Let me analyze. It's kinda a weird assignment success false, while after this was executed successfully. Okay, but it's just for a while. Okay, we can set a need, and that's all as a decorator, and let's go. We don't have to set anything over here, and we set over here. You have to open double parentheses, or what the fuck?
Cannot be used like a variable input before it's declared.
Okay, we just set a line over here. I thought to set this over here on the edge, but did not. Anyways, okay, on the else statement, after that it goes onto the start point of the while loop. Therefore, it would be just putting it out 2 times. What we do is over here. We set the number. If everything goes well, it just updates. And my number could be parsed, and then we set the loop to false, and we stop the while loop. Yet, if this doesn't happen, we print this message, we can reset a new line, and we start overclocking. Let's check out if this works. Shut the fuck, bro, shut the fuck. It's an edge, convert, and again, it will run. Okay, it's a 2. This will happen through
Home. Let's check it out.
Please enter a number.
Okay, I will do 10 because 10 is the best number of it. Humongous. Okay, we have over here all the courses that I will take on this C# learning process. Now, let's get right into it. Okay, I remember that I did this. No, I didn't do this, but I
watch some YouTube for it. Maybe I can just replicate this.
Okay, so let's comment all this out. Let's go. Okay, what I don't see is the possibility to update with this variable. Let it solve, yeah? We're going to follow it. Okay, but we're going to follow here this equal. So it's less or equal than, and then we'll just console line on this over thing times. So let's check out this table. Okay, I will check out the syntax of temperature. Okay, it's a problem. I cannot use that.
Let's check it out.
Please enter a number.
Okay, I will do 10 because 10 is the best number of it was a right line. It was already same. Now it should work. Please enter a number. Okay, we have had 10. It's the best number of all the times. 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, put that. Okay, it's not wrong. Something to stop. Learn by making mistakes. I could actually integrate this over here, but I don't mean of taking intervals. Okay, integral calculator. We enter an okay 10. Should go. Calculator will be to set this in a variable. Okay, but using too much space. This okay, and then we're going to say to parentheses. Okay, and that's all, bro. You complicate your life in such a way that's ridiculous, okay? There's a lot of space on this computer. I actually don't think that. But then, here we go. Okay, but it's the same thing to start from 0 and 1. I mean, both are valid. So we don't need to use template iterals, by the way.
Just like this, and that's all.
Unexpected what? Character.
Comma, not a simple comma.
It's like a parameter, so the index in the parameters I will get a key for parameters.
What we want to print on, and that's all.
I know that is on the video, okay, but just to get pragmatic and empirical vision of how it was. I don't get that. Okay, let's do this extremely fast. Okay, so we're going to have this on, let's still keep out this.
And that's for low downward from number exactly.
Yeah, so
let's check if the number is visible like this, so we print
F is, and the other one is
bus is for 5, so we'll drink 50 bucks. If number
Saturn modulus the thing also right like this, and we set an LC for X number. And I don't know if to set the melts or to make it cleaner with the tone. Literally 3 lines. Per tone is 2 lines over here, and then the other is just console and that's all. I think that's all. What would happen when we define division by 0? Almost update every programming language. Fish. Okay, the program is over here. That I didn't notice this. 1, 2, 3, fish, 4, boss, fish, 7, 8, fish. Okay, let's go. Sorry, and I don't know. Okay, I forgot this part. 3 and 5.
for the whole thunder goal for the ball fucking all. And else can you this the bad? Not the fun bullshit.
And the last is Fistus. I'm very happy, okay? I'm trying Chrome solely with C#. I don't remember how to write functions. It's not specifying the numbers, therefore, because these are basic exercise, I will assume it's soon. And some numbers, but let's see if this works. No. Obviously.
I don't remember the syntax of the function.
What I'm going to do is basically to solve C# problems. So let's just solve 5 exercises for today. I hope not to get engaged by this. Hello, and your name is separate line. Hello, my name is Fabricio.
Let's go.
Okay, this was because of the semicolon. I think this problem is hard, very hard. Let's get into the second word. Write a C# program to print the sum of two numbers.
Summation.
A C# program, I mean a function. That's how I learned Python. I don't remember how to write functions. It's not specifying the numbers, therefore because these are basic exercise, I will assume it's in. And some numbers, let's see these words. No. Honestly, I don't remember the syntax of the function. Probably the semicolon. I hope. Sorry, I don't know. I don't remember. I just written a function once. This is a shit, bro. This is sorry. Okay, this is shitty. But well, it makes sense. Okay, it's not saying a function. I obviously could do that. Sorry, okay. This is obviously a little bit of cheating. Okay, we have this access modifier. Return type. I don't know what is this. The return type, obviously. Public. It's not that complicated. I don't get it. I mean, I will just declare C at there was a 10, and then place this Z also with 2. And the problem, I don't know the problem, but the challenge over here is 2. Now, how this works? A model also of the wait now. Let me just replace, because 9 divided by 2 we have 8 and a remainder of 1. Okay, this is the modulus. If you let me do something like this, okay, I mean, and that's a number. I don't know exactly what, but that's a number. So we're going to have something like this. I very hope it.
System.
semicolons.
My assumption was wrong. So after we are having first like this, I have 3 plus 29. I have the 2 still. I don't remember these mathematical operations. Okay, but still we have the problem. We can set parentheses by the way. I mean, I am grouping on the right way because this is from left to right. Over here, over here, over here, over here, and over here, over here.
What is opera?
Here I want to fail. No one says this. I'm gonna have for the right and then some numbers. We're going to set x and y. I don't know if it's like this, and then call. So this should work. And then let's call a system call solid or about this stuff. Now we have a G-tray, fast as G-tray. Fast like G-tray. And then we're going to use these swap numbers over here. And this x and y doesn't work. But this should. Public. Enter your second number. Repeat the process. It's not that complicated as the programs we've done in the past video. Today we're going to have a C# exercise. Okay, so we're going to have input 1 and input 2, and then we're going to return the to console log. No? This is very hard to say. The addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, and the division between the two numbers. Okay, so we're going to have over here. Hello, right? Your first la vida. Okay, so we're going to have something like this. Because I think that return doesn't set parameters. We're going to turn this to int first num. Okay, we're going to change this. And we're going to have something like this. Enter your second number. Repeat the process. It's not that complicated as the programs we've done in the past video. We have second input and we have second num. And we're going to repeat this process by the way, but with subtraction. And we're going to vary sub. Over here we repeat it with the product. Over here with the division. So we have this asterisk.
and this is slash, and we have pro from product, and then the from division. So now just let me to declare some, which is and first num class, second num, hello. Okay, here we're about the design process. So I don't know why this thing is killing everything. Okay, I just restarted. I don't know why is this another rating. This is dash skill run. I'm getting scared, but that's why we have some to relate this and that's all now. Where? Okay, let's this part run. Okay, I have two parentheses on these three lines. Convert. Well, maybe I could just pass it. The problem is that this works, I mean, in the current context. But it works, well. Maybe I should set OFS system and also OFS. Okay, so we have that it could divide by 0. Okay, in this case, we could use switch statements. Bro, I literally very lazy to. Okay, I don't know what's the error. Let's see. Polymer, console, password. Right 9. Modulus. Didn't tell me about the modulus. The problem is which near. It's not accepting 0. Let's see actually. Let's move on to the good old fashioned GPT. The problem is that I guess that the editor is getting wrong because I think that the code is very well and I have been console redline and all this stuff, but anyways it always takes 0 and it doesn't allow me to write my numbers. Okay, but away from the first exercise, I obviously got wonderful. I will do it on another day. 6 errors. An expected symbol, right line. What is wrong? Nothing is wrong. Let's set the point. Okay. And here is just spec. So today we're going to continue until I solve the first 20 exercises of this web page. Okay, and let's go. I did this. Okay, so yes, behind the cameras we have average of numbers. This is not a complicated, by the way. So we're going to do something like this. Just seeing, obviously without this thing, we just set our white line over here. Enter the first number. Okay, we have red line. We set the same column. As always, we'll forget it. And then in first number, and we don't convert to 32. And that's all. I'll repeat this process for this. Goes on this cell on the fourth. I will just change because I like to impress a greater function. So it's int average static also. Well, static. Now we're going to take 4 numbers. Now n numbers. We're going to do something like this and return and. We could turn this into array, okay? Int array, that's and then return. I think this is too much for an exercise. It's just asking something. So we don't have to finish everything from the start. Sorry, yeah. It's not necessary. We set first 0 plus 1 plus something like this. No, something we're really young. 6 errors. An expected symbol, right line. What is wrong? Nothing is wrong. Let's set the point. Okay. And here is expect. Well.
An expected symbol, expecting identifier.
Where? Over here. Probably this a Q. I'm gonna reload the page and check out if something on the syntax went wrong. It not does something wrong with you, okay, but anyways.
One compare does not exist.
Over here, I've skipped this. We must use system probably. Check out this, okay? I just searched system compare for why the heck actually this is not working. Okay, I'm using first simple by the way on it. It should exist, so they fuck you. Fuck you literally. Console right, double. Yeah, because it shouldn't be exactly integers, no? It doesn't say. It's better to use the syntax. We save some lines of code. First we must declare the variable that is double. And then the string we turn it into double and store it on them. Let's check if this works.
An expected symbol.
Oh. Convert this true, it's true literally. Because supposedly my thing works but partially. Because we are not taking the decimals. I will use your fucking logic, okay? And instead of fucking around, okay, with your problems, I will do it like this. I don't know what is the shortcut to repeat lines, but what? We have this and that's all. Let me know something like this. And maybe I put set another space between these two zeros. So I'll set two. There we go. Let's go. Very soon. Brainstorm. Okay, we are on the problem number 10. And I hope to reach the 15 goal. Well, on this session actually, I will get on the video until 13 problem. Okay, so the problem is I want to have your scene or have something like this. And then I would situate. I will set bar. Why not? Bro, is this not the same? No, which is not the same. We can factor it's not necessary. Okay, you look about here. Is that this is a good result? This says the code is not over here, or you have it in the video, but let's see. This is down the one. The code is valid. I think it is. The only difference is between first the declaration and then we update the code is valid because there's one problem there. The C# program that takes an age for set training as even that it prints you call the answer. Bro, this is amazing. The 33 the last sketch because this is a string. So let's run this. The fuck will do the semicolons?
Only can be applied unless a type is dark and
hungry first. Let's do this for now and valuable $sign. This is what system console really. Let's check out this version of storage. Okay, it's not console. Okay, it doesn't take any argument, okay. Sorry. It's not necessary. Set the string on it, the reference. They should do initialization. They should report the words.
Right.
But what the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? My first code was wrong because originally it doesn't take any parameter.
We should do it twice, and the console writing it is slow.
But I'll first make it. We can just have a loop. It makes this number pixel 0 under 4 times a week with variety to the thing. You could take another loop. Wait it all. That's all. And then I do it twice inside the num. Yeah, two. Okay, I got
Exactly as a word. Exactly. What?
only problem would be how to do it twice. I mean, copy paste the code, so it's not that intelligent. I could do a full loop, for example. Then we even got a local variable now, therefore, something like this, or something like this, or something like this, or it's like okay, because it's not intuitive. Alright, insert your number to that the problem is
try not. Almost that worked and
on the first time this will do this and this. Okay, we have this display 4 times in a row, the pair, and then again, and then we want to repeat the process. I'm very sure this will work this time. And so I want to have 4 versus what is exactly? Okay, exactly, but it returns 5 times.
Ah, because integer has 0. Okay. So.
I'll do it like this.
Write a C# program that takes a number async and displays a target of
More than 5 columns solo syntax digits. In the boom to this is the first line together, about 2, 3, or 4 separate, and then again. I will use your fucking logic, okay? And instead of fucking around, okay, with your problems, I will do it like this. I don't know what is a shortcut to copy paste lines, but what? We have this, and that's all. Let more assumption that is maybe I put set another expense between these two zeros. So I'll set to. There we go. Let's go. Very soon.
Okay, so this is a problem to 4, by the way. So one more.
Refresh. Face a river to do something like this. Okay, you best to have the number inside your Celsius, and we're going to write. Okay, this shouldn't be a letter, and this should be a double, and that's all. Far. Sorry for fighting rate. I was set with this formula.
What the hell? What? She's plus.
Right here, calculation. But that's all. Yeah, codes already. And so to Celsius. Okay, I was set. Number can try it. Walked it. Sorry. The problem is why it 6 rows to 1 and 0. I need not more using into this. The 14, this is 2, this 18 divided by 32. This ground suppose it's 0. Okay, and this should return 283.15. I will set up a larger number. Now 200.
and you return 0 or 1.
Okay, this should be like this. I got wrong with the syntax. I would set them.
Exacto. Okay, I got wrong with the dollar symbol.
Spider monkey.
So what we want to do is to sub out the first characters of a string. But what we can do is store the last character and then use a placeholder to execute the change. Therefore, what we want to do is first cut 30 straight, let's cut characters. Let me solve that too. I'm not going to cut. The problem is that even if I know how to solve it, I'm not the thing. That means I thinking that I already made the ask.
No, this is it.
Sorry, I don't know. Function. Okay, let's check out this. No, this is the last character. Okay, after analyzing a little bit, it makes sense. So turn is slash we suggested. Therefore, it's getting the last character. This is from the second character to the last character. Is evidence and it indicates from Y O until indicates the first character, which is P. Nip. Next. Let's not getting back. Now, to character to watch. This is not very complicated, but I'm not going to do it. So we want to have something like this. In the message, okay, we want to show up the message. We want to have the characters. And that's all. The dragon will set it up. Let's see if this works. Okay, the problem there was they make it of attach. And this was the best character. It's not telling me to write an input, by the way. If why not gobble? It doesn't say there the color zero is positive, which is strictly redundancy. I want to set the bar, I want to add a 10% again. If I set this on the strength method, obviously it's not bad. That's the problem now. The right line or reloading. This is getting literally the result. Okay, the fact is it's interiors. It's about interiors. Okay, I think there's no problem. Okay, this is about ChatGPT as well. Supposedly the approach number one is direct. This is a yearly flavor. Yet I am not handling the zero stock. Okay, but let's check first number zero. Make sure that one of our numbers is zero, which is now positive or negative. Let's have to submit it as a solve. Let's see. This is the last problem, okay? Because I didn't solve the first two. First one is 47 number. 94, 98, and 92, 24. But I think for now, in always side, okay, these are not inputs. It's not saying okay, the percentage of second they are inputs. So this condition is going to bring on the true, and we are going to angle the system to my condition. Not that different. Let's see, okay, we have the input, which is A and B. Okay, let me just calculate. Okay, A plus B. If the result is 20, we're going to set true. Anyways, if we have A equal to 0, B equal to 0, okay, we'll also return 2. Because the problem is saying, why does it have to check the sum? One of what we're trying, it means that the other one is 0. That's why I do this. The point is, how the fuck I actually use this function. Let's see, if I have the variable just over there without the C# syntax, okay, and I have it as a number, let's say, just a. If I have the result, which is A plus B, which is equal to 20, okay, it means that the only way that A plus B gives me 20, one of these numbers is 20, is that A is equal to 20 or B is equal to 20. Something like this, obviously I need that one of both or one of both is 20. This case only happens if I assume that one of both is 20. It means that the other one is 0. So what can I do is to check that if this result is 20, I return true, okay? Or if this result is 20 and A or B are 0. So I have this function, let's call it something. I don't know. This result, let's set it as an integer. We're going to have A plus B, and that's all. Not that complicated. And we're going to have the return result is equal to 20. No, return true. I don't remember how is the syntax. Okay, so we're going to have the if result is equal to 20. Okay, we're going to return true. I know this is not the best syntax. It could be improved. Have something like this. Let's see, okay, we have the input, which is A and B, okay, and let me just calculate, okay, A plus B. If the result is 20, we're going to set true. Anyways, if we have A equal to 0, B equal to 0, okay, we'll also return 2. Because the problem is saying, why does it have to check the sum? One of what we're trying, it means that the other one is 0. That's why I do this. The point is, how the fuck I actually use this function, because it's giving me an error about the not all codes pass return on. But what? You want this to return this, I think. Okay, if not, return false. If this works for you, that's okay. Or it should return false, on this case, false. Okay, but if right now I use 20, it should also return false. This is 20, and let's set this on 0, and it should return false too. Now, if I set over here 16, how it should return true. Lastly, okay, because I'm very happy of this, it also should return true because 13 plus 7 is 12.
Okay, that's what. It's not the best syntax I know it, okay, but the problem is solved.
Oof, I forgot this.
This sure don't force. The problem is that I was focusing on the result itself. And this should, oh, okay.
I am just complexing the things.
Okay, this is the newest problem. We're going to get again into the 5. And I remember that I just would run this problem because of actually not knowing the syntax. The first number. Okay, I will going to repeat this process before actually setting the message is so. Okay, we're going to declare the 10 bar, by the way. Okay, I want to set a 10 bar. Okay, over here, we want to set the plus number. Okay, so let's actually go over here the before and after. We want to set 4 inside of the second number, which is 2. Before
I will fat this up. That's all. We're going to get
create of the line and let's check it out. Obviously I can set an A, for example, or a Q or a F, but for now, because the problem is not asking us for try and catch or something similar, the equivalent to on C#, okay, let's ignore it for now on. Well, you can use in parse or convert to integer token. Doesn't matter actually,
because it's actually not mentioned to use integers.
I mean the number could be even at a decimal level. I think it's integer doesn't accept this. So, anyways, we are turning it to an integer over here. Therefore, the code is still valid. Yes, it's not on the correct format. I also have the problem. Okay, so here we go. ADMX. Okay, first we're going to finish this last product, just the ones that I need to solve again. And what I was looking for is just to focus on deliberate practice and C# rather than just wasted time and made the courses. After this free code course, I will just focus on this area. Okay, so because ADMX is omnipotent, supposedly today I should solve any problem I find. Okay, let's check out this. Let's say I want to delete E on ciphers. Therefore, what I will take is, we take an index minus 1 and then we take an index plus 1. Probably is the fucking syntax. I'm considering also the zero indexing on C#, yet I'm not sure that this could work. Problem is the syntax. No, because the input must have this zero indexing principle. Okay, the problem is over here. The problem is the seriously, I don't get it. Yeah, let's say that I want to delete the W. Okay, we solve the index 0. 0 from 0, not 1, immediately. So we're actually taking everything. Same thing over here. 1 negative 1 says after. No, it makes sense, eh? Let's say over here on ciphers I want to delete this C. For 0, we're going to take everything from 0 to negative 1. We're literally loading ADMX. Okay, here's a problem. Negative 1 is not allowed and we have that substring. Okay, it's a method. Let's note it. We have substring method and all this message. So, as I told you on the previous video, fail a problem twice. I said this parenthesis P, which means that I must record a video explaining about this problem. Okay, this is very similar, I think, the problem number 16. Write a C# program. Not that complicated, I have it very clear.
We want to have something like this. Substring. Okay, 0 or anything like this. A substring. This is the first character to 0 to 1. Then we're going to have 1 to the length. If I remember the syntax. Probably this be like this, huh?
So this, no,
Cannot apply mixing bit. This the tiny.
Okay, let's check what I got wrong.
not that complicated. I have it very
Uncle, what's the problem? I know what is the capitalist. Okay, so let's just this function and that's something like this. So we're going to have S I is and C. Okay, because the graph is equal to 1 or it is should be this take time. Cypherok and let's go. Well, it makes sense actually to check out if the string is greater than 1 on the unhook string. Because if not, we couldn't apply this. Let's say no F. Okay, we have 0. The range 0. But the function works. I always put wrong when his word. Write another one. Write a C# program. I will not get overconfident, okay, right, we are going to and the front and the back. Okay, so with our first character, we have the characters, but first we must consider two characters length is greater than 1. I think this is all tried out with the brown bit fox. Not brown flat sunset. Today we have a lot start and I didn't even remember this again exists. So we are over here, password checker. I already solved this. Just overviewing what I did yesterday. The problem is up over here, is writing presenter password. What I did just started was write true process and then wait, this variable is true. Everything of base will be repeated, yet when this return keyword, nothing happens. Because first one must check how the first password is. It's not empty, we can enter a second password, and if it's not empty also, we can verify it in the match. That's what I did, supposed to do. Okay, but this wasn't on the about statement yet. Let's check out how my code is. So first it says enter a password. Just like this, please enter a password again. I will set it to J. Password during the match, do it again. I suppose it should return. Please enter a password. Now, let's check it out if I set empty. Password is empty, do it again. Amazing. Okay, let's set your mom again and we said empty. Please enter the oh, okay, what happened already? So I set to 50. Please enter the password again, no? And please enter the password. Okay. I kept because I don't have over here a return. As you can see, let's check it out. Okay, because the error, anyways, it will come to the start point. And you have to say S. Please enter the password again. If it does not happen, it means password is empty. I should return. Well, it should return. It's not empty, we'll continue. But if it's not, and then if it's empty, then must return this message and then get back to the start point. Then we're sent to do it again and we must console by la. Okay, this is the update. Now on the process, verifying these are equal, I must add that these two have at least 6 characters. But the video that basically took password 1 and 2 and compare both to the length of 6 or at least 6 characters, we just need to pass the conditional statement to the first password because the second password depends from the first. Therefore, if null password 1 is greater than or equal than 6, actually we can do it like this. It's a success. We can set this one. Just we must verify if it's longer than 6 characters. Why do I do that? Because if one condition is not accomplished, anyways, display password is empty. Maybe it's not empty and it's around 5 characters. Okay, but it not surpass its number. That's 6 characters. Therefore, the is the length of the password one is given than 6 characters. We should all. Let's go so right now. Password. If I write password like this, password has been less than 6 characters and the most likely is the password again. So I will write at the alphabet until this can top the password again, which must be the same. Now I set as and next password will not match do it again. Hope it's understandable. If you want to use simply a line, that will be very generic because this is the type of the array. I mean int array, an array of integers. And then that is the variable's name. Okay, so that's the fixed set. Okay, I don't understand how to do this. No one is sponsoring me. Exacto. Correlative class. Bro, this is scary, eh? This is scary. I'm learning right now that the arrays has the following syntax. So all of this, okay, what I recently saw. And it says add. That's the exact time stuff. This is scary.
Very scary.
Arrays can be used if the code, the does repetition, loops, and for loops can be used to take again the elements of your arrays and perform operations. Okay, straight to the point. Okay, so let's explain this. And we have this array of integers. This is the type integers, an array. That is the name, numbers. And we are going to declare the array. So new array of integers. Then we have the array. Now we have the array sorter, which is the building method, and then we're going to sort this numbers array. And then we just print console write everything. And let's continue with array reversal. It's not that hard. Even the problem is obvious, but the problem. We have another array. When that's all, there we go. Okay, this is my array of numbers array. But let's say we want to do the same thing, sort, and then array of numbers. And this supposedly should only console write line a success statement or something similar, like the data. Yet to print out the new array, I actually have to use it for it too. To work, the sharp is not that hard. We must remember that here it's the length of the array already in the brackets. I don't know, I just got it side. Okay, this is a no bug, and I did this a lot of times. I actually forgot to use the reverse. So we must have 3, 10, 9, 3, 10, 10, okay. Provides methods to screw, and this is not good if it's the array. I don't get the, okay, oh, what's the this? Ah, okay. The 0 is set as cleared space. So if I have my array of numbers, if we're then going to do clear, this is what? These are going to be brought by 0. And from 1 to 5, I just replace the values by CAs. So that means that these 2 to 3 are going to be replaced by zeros. So zeros, as you can see, are the default values. And next, arrays indexes. Not very different to JavaScript, as almost. We'll try this out. Do we have something like this? So the console write, type the number you want to find. The user will write their number position. Okay, we want to get it over here, like its position, and then we console write this right label. Hello. Supposed to, I was be humble. That the number, yeah, you 10, so it should turn 0. 10 found 0. Okay, that's okay. Then for making more readable, I want to find +1. And now I want to find, yeah, this is rated by the way. I want to find 9. So I will return letters 0 to 5, then second 10. Now it should return 5 because we are finding the second term. That's why. That's okay. We have for now 4 parameters that it accepts. I don't know if there are more. Okay, we are learning it. We're going to continue with this sharp programming. Bro, this is just new for JavaScript developers because, yeah, this is not cleaner by the way. Now I get the difference. So we are actually comparing the store informations rather than the value itself. I'll have to swap out the definitions. The 2 equals sign, it also checks the type, okay? But when the dot equals doesn't, and this is just on C#. Okay, out of here it is not
accepting it because we have an entire string. It says that probably makes sense. Let's check out over here. Our short and top. The conclusion of this part would be that we can this when it's out variables that share type. We can produce digital details even with variables that share, which means that this is safer and useful to avoid crashes. So a string is an talent. So if could learn that on all the Python lab. On JavaScript, we could the index of returns that when it's not found. This is basic programming. So it means that in just stop the execution. Wow, that's too basic. So let's get into this thread just after us. Necessary using directed. What the shit? I think you said that because I was using it. Let's just see how it works. Right. So Cypherus. Okay, that's a bit. Now we select the line, and there we go. Subscribe Cypherus. So that's the difference between string and character. I mean, the character is just the character, and the string is actually a composition of characters. I know that this is very intuitive. Is how we have to be finding the index of the C in this case, no? That we have that we are going to console right line the I. Okay, and let's do it. And what I want to find a C perfect also as it. So we'll come from here. Let's check this. When we find a C, we're going to just stop. If this is an A. We want to use from now on a pulse. Either we'll put it on. I mean, everything has stops when we find C. SQL. Subscribe. We want to have something like this. And it shall return a number of bad and over. More fun. We're going to solve just two problems. So here we go. This is replete. Problem number 2. This is not a method. String. Kafafa. We're going to put a string. And I remember how it's and then ha. Nabat power ha. What we expect is just like this. Therefore, console right line. These problems are crazy. This would be like had to lower, and that's all. It's not that complicated. Let's go. Maybe with the for loops could change this. I see. Man, right? I see shit. Very intuitive. Let's get into the next one. Let me think. So we're going to have a string like subscribe to Cypherus X. From this case, the longest word is subscribe. And what we can do is for this is the first one. But then for instance, I equals to 0, and then I less or equal than kappa length. We're going to increase I, and then we're going to declare string element long together's word. And this is going to be 0.
This isn't how it works.
Okay, this is character. I get it. So what we can do is actually pair all the subscribing to Sky to Cypherus. Plate, I suppose, maybe because it's very similar to JavaScript. Okay, and we are going to have this, and then this is the or here, then it's not necessarily right of this. Therefore, all cool and okay. So what we're going to have right here, this is string, and then we're going to have a subscribe to Cypherus on an array, just like this. This is what I suppose, yeah? And then we're going to double it, and this, and the chorus word, and let's see. We must count the characters.
Characters on mute. Loudness.
No, it's not necessary, I think, eh?
bro, literally extremely counter time again we have over here. And that's all. We continue okay with updating as this return our console update console Bartland. And at the beginning and to be scattered or coordinates to and that's all. This is what cares to scale. Okay, but yes, it is all clean out.
Very special.
Where, mother? We don't need to set tiers just like this, and that's all. No. And that time I recorded the car. Shut the fuck up. Where is on which we recorded that? What is this one? Now, if I say this should return this we're going to ignore this R++. Okay, there's something wrong over here. Okay, so it's scoring number score. Why not? Why not?
Index was outside the bounds of their lane.
I don't get why then. Subscribe to Cyphodos. Yeah, we kept going along the score. Look at the first one, I would compare. Let's check out the solution on what was better as well. I string footage. I got one supposed to the type inside footage we do uppercase. Here's how we are calibrated. New representation separated. This is completely new for me and it's truly enriched by the
Latest measure where?
oh my god. Okay, I have to point this in here. I don't know why. That's all, bro. That's all. Now I should put also Skype, I guess. No, it's a still. I cannot expect that much because it's very late and let's do this. This is what we've done on the past episode that I had it already. That's why also I couldn't create new array, no? Array.
As soon as the first type is going to be the type of the key, and the next one is going to be the type of the value.
This is a key and value as strings. Over here, it's an integer as key and string as value. We have the developer. We're going to delete this shit. Syntax is kinda awful. Why did they have in JavaScript? Everything is very easier. And now we will do something with this. This is very common on programming languages. Curly braces inside curly braces.
If you enjoyed this chaos, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's also struggling with C#. Because trust me,
the next level is gonna be even harder.